Hello, everyone. Today I'm going to talk about my investments, how they're going, just some of the challenges I've been going through lately, even with this COVID situation, and kind of the motto I've been doing lately. See how it goes. And then I'm going to talk about another movie that I thought was very relatable. And I'll talk about important scenes and stuff like that. And hopefully everybody um, pays attention and enjoys this session. So, one, my investment account, it was doing well. I was in the green. It was going up, going up, going up. And then I think I checked today and it kind of went back into the red. So it's hovering around that mark. Not too worried. Like I said, it's some of these things, you got to know long term, short term. You got to know when you want to but like again, once again, I tell you guys, it's just a play account for now. We'll see what happens when I roll it out. Still thinking about when to do that. Um, so that's all that's going on there. And I've come up with some new things that I wanted to look at too. I heard about the GameStop issue and kind of, looked into that. But, some other advice I've actually heard from friends that actually are really investing and doing really well. So I might, hit them up some more for some ideas and maybe some investment advice. Right now, I've been coming up with this philosophy where I kind of want to because of COVID and just being isolated, I'm kind of figuring out more and more understanding things I like to do personally that I like to do, and just trying to put myself more first. You know, as it sounds like kind of selfish, but I kind of want to put myself, you know, first. I'm around myself a lot. Everybody's inside more. They have released kind of pulled back some of the restrictions as of today, but I've been trying to get things done, upgrade a lot of stuff around my house, since I'm spending a lot of time here, and just stuff that I want to upgrade for my own personal stuff. I've got some new stuff I'm waiting to come. I put together um, some bed set actually. So I put it together. It was a two-man job. Tried to get help. Nobody came through. I did it myself. So I'm like, you know what? Do things yourself if it comes down to it. If you can get it done, you get it done. So putting yourself first. And I'm just waiting on the rest of it to come. Put it all together, brand new. Got to break it in, jump on the bed, whatever I got to do. Study on it, eat on it, whatever I do on it. So it'll be brand spanking new, which will be good. It's coming soon. So I'm excited about that. Get some good sleep, rest. I've been getting tough sleep. And that's why I had to just pull the trigger on it and just, figure it out later. Um, but one thing I do want to talk about, I'm going to bring it up. Hold on a moment. Is this movie here. So this is the movie. It's called The World We Make. I actually ordered it and I watched it a while ago. I watched it, I think, last week. And I thought this movie was very interesting. It was made in 2019. The reviews weren't that great, but I think people should take a look at it. I enjoyed it. There's a lot of relatable scenes in there. For instance, the two main characters there. The dude, he's more like an inner city guy. He plays on the football team. She's kind of like more of like a farm girl or a farm girl background, I would say. She's familiar with horses and horse riding, and they kind of know each other through her brother who played on the football team, and um, he's like a year or two older than her, and then he passes away, and they kind of develop a bond, and she kind of is drawn to him, and they work through back then or some of the issues even now, being kind of like an interracial couple and some things that might arise and this and that, but they try to work it out. I'm not going to go too much into details about that because that's more of I want to stay positive, you know. But there's going to be challenges sometimes. How love is sometimes. Doesn't matter what it is. There'll be some challenge, and you got to try to push through if you really care about each other. Hate to sound cheesy, but it's true. Um, the other thing I liked about it is that with him, he kind of had a plan. He was like a promising athlete, and then he had a plan. He was gonna, he was doing well in sports, and he was going to use that to bridge to kind of get his education doing. And he won a bunch of scholarships, and he was starting to do well in school as well. He was working it like crazy, and he had a plan to get this. get the first step, the degree in the MBA, and then this and that, but also use the education and scholarships from his athletic background to help him at least work on the other side of his, brain or whatever you want to call it, not just the artistic kind of side, but more maybe the more academic or whatever. And then with her, she was more like she wasn't sure what she wanted to do, and she was always training horses or whatever, and then eventually she decided she wanted to do this big trip and just travel. So traveling was her interest, which I find was I thought was very interesting as well. He's a football star, athlete kind of thing, and he's using the scholarships to get himself education, a proper, more traditional one as well as a bridge. And then she's kind of like unsure what she wants to do, maybe figures it out and decides she wants to do something with traveling, which is like, thought that was interesting too. And then there's a point where they're bonding and getting along, and then he realizes that traveling is important to her, so he goes and he buys her jewelry, which I thought was very significant. He thought about her and what she likes, and bought her jewelry unique that she likes to her. In this case, it was like a chain, but it had like a little compass on it. And he went to the jewelry store and picked it out, and it was well thought out. So I thought that was a significant thing too, in this movie, that I thought was very important. And then there was other things. What ended up happening to him during their courting or their dating or whatever, he ended up getting into a serious injury, and then he was in the hospital for a while there. And then she came to see him at the hospital. Her family came, and she was worried about him, and it kind of like sidetracked his more athletic pursuits eventually, because they were saying it was at risk for sure. But he didn't really like want to say all the risks to her. Eventually, like, he got out of the hospital, she was there for him, that was good. And she even helped him like get back being healthy, which I thought was like really important. Encouraged him, helped him, came with a new style, and he got to like, he was a running back or whatever he was, but they worked together, and he got back to being healthy and like being physically ready to even pursue his next endeavors in the athletic aspect and keep that going. But there was other factors that he didn't want to worry about telling her. Like, there was a concussion issue, so he wasn't really looking at doing that. And there's pressure from his family, from his background, and then he decides to maybe, just stop and go work at the mill with his dad. But eventually it kind of changes, and they kind of break off, and they're saying the difficulties of the kind of relationship they have, and pressures from outside noise, and they kind of like split off for a bit. But eventually she almost helps him and saves him in a sense. It's weird, because although they broke up, she goes out and she sells one of the horses, the one her brother had, and then comes and like helps him financially in a sense, and he's able to kind of pursue it. Not spoiling too much of it, but you got to watch it. Like, honestly, I kind of like think about it. There's a lot of significant little things there, you know what I mean, that are maybe relatable to anybody, or make you think about people or just situations. Maybe real people like this, or maybe you've gone through something similar. I don't know, but it's a good movie, worth a second look. I really enjoyed it. Might watch it again. Actually, my buddy suggested that I do this post today. I completely forgot, because I've been more on a kick of trying to get some stuff done around my house, focus more on me. And then you forget some of the things that make you smile and that are maybe important to your journey and stuff like that, or just influential movies that you like, which was good. But other than that, it's been an up and down time for me recently, so I haven't posted recently. I've been trying to get focused, refocus more on like my plans going ahead the next couple months, and there's gonna be a lot of changes for me. That's obvious. I don't like it, but I'm gonna do what I got to do, to prepare for what I have going ahead, or what's gonna plan. I've been actually, reading some textbooks and stuff, but I took a break. I haven't been really doing performing as well as I wanted to perform in certain areas academic wise, so I kind of stepping away, thinking things over. But I'm gonna have to get back to the books, obviously, get my butt into shape, and been reading when I can. Just trying to meet new people, explore ideas. But this kind of reminded me of something that I'm looking back at right now. So we'll see how I feel tomorrow and after this post, and if people like it. But hopefully you guys like it. Um, and that's about it. I'm just gonna um, close off the video right now. Just gonna say hi everybody. So hopefully you liked my analysis of that movie. Maybe I can think about some other things. Give me some comments, some feedback. I know you guys are doing views. Some of you are subscribing, and thanks for the help. Asking my friends to just look, tell their friends, whatever. Hopefully you guys like it. Anyways, I will see you guys later. Bye-bye. Well, just playing with the features here. Let me just here we go. Yep. Thank you.